You know, in the game of tennis, mistakes outnumber great shots 10-1 in pro tennis. That's up through the semifinals. But in intermediate tennis, mistakes outnumber great shots 30-1. That's why intermediates can remember their great shots, because there weren't any. Now, lobbers are people who hit the ball high in the air, and they are successful in the game of tennis because they play the game very safely. They let the macho person make all the mistakes hitting it hard, and what you usually see is dink, pow, and the lobbers dink, pow, dink.
Oh, come on, play like a man.
You see, that's why the lob deserves so much attention, and that is the subject of today's Tennis for the Future. The lob is any ball you hit high into the air. But also remember, there are two types of lobs. One lob is a defensive lob, which you hit high into the air. And the goal here is to keep your opponent from playing the net, or if they're backcourt, to keep them back there. But in any event, a defensive lob is not to win the point outright. It's just to keep that person back. And it looks like this. All right, that's a defensive lob. Now, the offensive lob is the one designed to win the point outright. And that's not as high. And there are some people who use this very well. Bjorn Borg uses it well. He hits it with topspin. Some people hit it with a slight underspin, some flat. But it just goes out of the reach of the person who's playing the net, and it's designed to win the point outright, and it looks like this. That's the offensive lob. Now, there are 7 reasons total of why you want to have a good lob. And we have already seen 2 of them. Now, let's go right down the line and keep these in mind, because a lob is like having gold in the bank. Believe me. If you are playing someone who's really heavy, let's say they like the low-cal donuts and they're a little bit overweight and they don't like to run, well, you can tire that toad if you can lob well. Push them up to the net and then lob over their head. And you'll see that when that person is running back like that, if they do it about 15 or 20 times a match, believe me, that individual is going to be carried out prone.